And there he goes. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's
Just
Monday,
the
April 13th.
Manic Monday. Is that what you were singing earlier?
Yep, Manic Monday. The
Word
Bengals,
of
I
mug.
think. It
Happy
is a
Monday,
Manic Monday.
Deeds. What's up? It's Jason Gulick. 5:30 a.m. AZ, 7:30 in Katy, Texas, 8:30 on the East Coast. Happy Monday, April 13th. Month is just flying by. Happy
Yeah, it
Monday,
is.
Deeds. What's up, buddy?
No, just sorry. Getting stuff situated here. Yeah, it's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Got a fun week ahead of us. How's your weather look this week, Jason?
I believe we're chilling. Like when I say chilling, I mean we're not 100 degrees. It looks like, yeah, man, we got 76 today, tomorrow 83, 85, 82, 85. That's actually that's like fall and spring weather, so we'll take it.
Yeah, it's like
Next week
December
is
weather.
90s. So.
Oh, snap. Yeah, we got 70s on Sunday next week, but we got 84, 85, 84, 87, 86. So it's going to be hot, partly cloudy this week. Low of 70 for the most part.
Yeah, weather is good. Sounds like it's working weather for you. How's the week looking so far? You got a bunch of stuff scheduled. How's things going?
I do. Things are good. Kylie booked in advance. She's going to substitute teach a couple days this week from like 9 to 1:30 or so. So I'm going to be in the chair a little bit, but spring has sprung. I've got 3 jobs today. So I've got a driveway cleaning, then I got to go down, do gutters, and then a second gutter job today. So I'm going to be a busy boy for this afternoon. And then the rest of this week, I'm just doing stuff after work. So I've got more gutters, a window, maybe a house wash. But with this weather, I can't complain. I just don't like the timing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, the weather's great for us as well. You know, we talked on Friday, started that big job. Everything went really well. We tackled all of the interiors, took care of that. Billy was on site just smashing, took care of everything like he always does. It's a great project, and we looking to have it completed by Monday of next week. Should be a nice little way to end the month of April. April's flown by. You know, I feel like we were just in Florida, you know, a couple of weeks ago, and now it's like already 2 months ago. So that's, you know, it's March flew by. Shoot. Now we're April 13th. We're basically the middle of the month, 2 days till tax day. If you haven't got your taxes taken care of, get a hold of your tax guy. If you need some pointers or need some tips, get a hold of Jake Van O. He usually has some tips for you. Excuse me.
Turbo time. No, get a professional
go.
like Jake to take care of it. Or, deductions.
So we got a big week coming up. We got the prez of the IWCA, Scott Aaron Krantz, coming up. And then our buddy from Utah, Michael Klodzinski, is going to join us. So we got some networking and some IWCA stuff to talk about. And we've got some inventions and some fun stuff to talk about. So it's going to be a good week, man. Going to be a really good week. If any of you guys are, inventors, or you like to tinker around in the garage, Frankenstein some stuff, Craig Hensel style, and you're looking for some tips on how to do it or what to do, maybe 3D printing and stuff like that, Klodzinski is definitely somebody you want to talk to, and he's based out of Utah. Yeah, man, I'm excited to, speak to the rest of the guests this week. The rest of the month is killer too. In May, dude, we're already almost all booked up for May. I think we have 2 to 3 slots left, which is outstanding. So that makes me feel pretty good, dude. I'm jacked about that. So
we had some major storms come through last night, out of the blue. It was going to rain all day, but decided to in the afternoon. So yesterday afternoon we had like monsoon rains and like sideways winds. Like I think Kylie said we had like 4 inches of rain, which is pretty crazy. But during that and after that, I had like 4 phone calls or contact us forms for gutter cleaning. So that was funny. So I sold 2 of those already and waiting on the other 2. But it's amazing what some heavy storms will do to get business your way and get people to think, I got to clean my windows or clean my gutters.
Do you remember me talking about that? I don't know. I think it was early last week or late the week before about how it's weird that how we look at things and when they're happening, how we look at them. Like, oh
Mhm.
man, it's raining. I'm screwed. I can't work for 2 days. Da, 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 da. But if we look at it in the opposite way, wow, I get all this work. This work is being created for me. Like,
Yeah,
now is your time. That is your time to remind people that they need to get their windows clean. So it does end up working out. I like to trick my mind to not think that I'm losing work or I'm wasting days or wasting time. I like to think it's God's way of creating more work for me. So
sure. Make it windy, make it dusty, because after that dust settles, they got to get it
and then
cool.
the phones ring.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting. It's Pollinageddon here in Katy, Texas. I haven't seen it yet, but that's when like all the live oak drops the green pollen, and it's like a cloud blowing across the streets. So I still have that to look forward to, and hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully that's just in years past where we had like record-breaking pollen counts per million type style. We
Some
don't need that.
ppm.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Hey,
yeah,
real
that's
quick,
definitely pollinating.
I wanted to give a couple of our friends a shout out. We got Codreen in, Chuck D, Tyler Levi Smith, Adam Hogan, Squeegee Chick, Nick Anderson, and yeah, just popping in to say good morning. I'm really excited. I saw Nick Anderson, Mike Matthews is here too. Good morning, Mike. Craig Hensel is in the building. Craig, it was great to chat with you via text earlier this week or last week. Thank you for the kind words. We appreciate and love you, buddy. Yeah, I'm forcing you to rest for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's about how I try to look at things when weather hits like that. We were just talking about the weather and getting
Mhm.
down and losing days
Get
and this and
down.
that. And if you depending on how you look at it, but that's a lot of things with life. If you look at it like shit, it is shit. But if you
Yeah.
look like you're coming up aces and
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
everything's coming up, Millhouse. Yeah, like
Yeah.
if everything's coming up aces, baby, then it's like Squeegee Chick says, it's just a few minutes rest. Shoot the question. She says, I got a question for you. I don't know if that's for us or for someone in the room, but we're here to
Got a
answer.
question. Hey, I got a
Two,
question for
also real
you.
quick, Codreen. I spoke with Codreen over the weekend. You and I and Tom and Corey Climas, we all got a chance to meet and visit, hang out with him
Mhm.
back in February at the IWCA. He is back from his European trip, and I messaged him to see if he wants to come on the show. And Codreen is going to join us, so I can't
Cool.
wait. It
That's
was
why you're
pretty
up.
awesome. Yeah, it was pretty awesome to get a message from him. He's like, "Hey man, I'm back in the States. Congratulations on your 7 years. Can't wait to buy you an NA when I see you next time, hopefully in August." So he's already contemplating on coming to the huge. He says, "I don't know if I can wait until February to see all the homies." And so yeah, so maybe we'll see him in August at the huge.
Nice.
Speaking of the
Very.
huge, Sid, he crushed on Friday. I
Yeah.
mean, how good of a storyteller he is, and he's a great interview. But damn, sharing that story about his wife, that was pretty awesome, right?
Mm-hmm. Pilates.
Yeah, I thought that was a
Strong
great
core.
story. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
hardcore. She's a gangster. She gets stuff done, and it's like self responsibility. She's totally just doing the most,
Yeah.
doing the most.
Hats
Nick
off to her.
Henderson says, "Rest." What's that?
No
Yeah.
rest for the wicked, gentlemen and ladies.
And ladies. Jeremy Peterson, good morning, brother. I seen you posting some great stuff this past weekend. I always enjoy watching his content. Another content creator that threw something out this weekend was Nick Williams, Master Squeegee. He picked up
Oh, I know.
a Goo and Deed's cap over the week last week when they came out and got released, and he dropped a couple of videos, and some of them highlighting the Goo and Deed's hat, which was pretty dope. Regardless of what Nick is including in his videos, I want to watch him. I don't really like. I enjoy watching his content, but to see our hat in there mixed in with some of his content was superb. Like it was pretty awesome. What a great way to start the day. So I was really happy to see
Yeah,
that.
his
Good morning, Devin. It's good to see you, buddy. We
yeah,
got
his video, how he had like the triplets of himself, the time lapse. That was dope. That's
Yeah, I
cool.
took a picture of it and I was like, bro, how the hell? Like, I just don't get it. He creates some fun stuff. Made triplets of himself cleaning windows on the same
Good help
section.
is hard to find. Yeah.
It looks pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Check out his
he's
video.
definitely check it out. He's on TikTok. He said he also posts on Insta. I don't have Insta, so I don't always see those Insta ones. But yeah, go check out Nick Williams on TikTok, on Insta, and on Facebook. He's one of the best.
Yes.
So I haven't seen Squeegee Chick's question yet. Good morning, Damien. Oh, she said it was for Craig Hensel. Yeah, there you go.
One and done.
So what's everybody up to this past week or this coming up week? Anybody got any big jobs on the table? Damien, what are you up to this week? I know you were doing all sorts of fun stuff last week. Hopefully he's got some weather cooperating with him. Yeah, Nick Anderson posted his pics too with the Goo and Deeds hat, looking suave and dapper. That is just like one of the coolest things, man, to see our friends supporting us in that manner. It's just I'm kind of at a loss for words. It's really cool to see you guys getting them, and it means a lot to see you guys throwing up the vids too. So thank you very much, Nick and Nick, Anderson and Williams.
Right. That's right.
So
yeah, you're done with that big job. You got a few more windows you got to knock out for that copper. Yeah.
So we got 90% of the interior of that job done. What's left on that house is one little room that he was working in, and then some skylights. And the interior on the skylights will probably be the most difficult thing to get taken care of. We needed to leave a little bit earlier than we wanted to on Friday. Billy's kid actually picked up Student of the Month, which is pretty rad. So shout out to Billy, shout out to Preston, shout out to Billy's wife, Tanya, and to the Sloan family. When you're in high school and you're not being a little butthead and you know, you're not trying to be Johnny Cool or Johnny on the spot, and you pick up some awards, it's pretty awesome. So,
Yeah.
Way to go, Preston. Very proud of you, brother. So, but yeah, we got all that stuff taken care of. The majority of that house is going to be not the majority. All of it is trad clean. But the majority of it's going to be just nice, heavy, hard scrubbing. You know what I mean? Like it's in the middle of the desert. It's, got dirt everywhere around it. They've created construction. There might be a little bit of the construction team that they have working on the project is very, they're awesome. So they taped everything up. There's not like, not over. Yeah. And everything's wood too. So there's not paint everywhere. There might be a little bit of concrete, like tiny bit of, a little bit of plaster stuff somewhere and a little bit of dust and stuff. But it's nothing that we can't handle, and it's nothing that's too crazy. So I'm really excited to be working on that one. I'm going to keep in touch too, because if it gets done early, I sure as hell want to get there early.
Yeah.
I looked at flights for you, Deeds, to see if I could. I tried to see if I could get you. They're $494, and I'm like, yeah, what? Since when did Houston to Phoenix get so expensive, bro?
It's kind of direct. I mean, you guys don't even have anything going on in Phoenix. I mean, it's not like it's Las Vegas or like resort style. It's Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a little pricey. I was like, I wonder, if it was like in the 270 range, maybe even 325, $500 before taxes and everything. That's excessive.
That's highway robbery. I'd rather fly. Go. You know what? Sitting here thinking, you were talking about how dusty it is in the desert. I'm like, why did the Egyptians not put any windows on the pyramids? You're going to be in there. It's pretty hot. Look out a window.
They didn't have water-fed pole to clean them.
Oh, not that we know of. We're going to
I mean, they did invent everything else. So.
Like, God, yeah. Damn it. So smart. But you could always walk like an Egyptian. We'll get canceled for doing one of these. I don't know if you're allowed to do that nowadays. People identify as Egyptian. What's that?
Hey, real quick, I wanted to week of residentials and gutter cleaning for Damien. Devin's got a few jobs. Poor Adam, he's drowning in jobs. He's in that. Adam Hogan is in that stretch of work where he's jammed until basically June. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's like, oh crap, am I ever going to get a breath of fresh air. But it's one of those things too, especially as the business aspect side of it. It's like you got to strike while the iron's hot,
Yep.
and get in where you fit in, baby.
When spring
Yeah.
sprungs, you better spring. You better
Yeah.
work.
Charles, so Chuck D, he's been a part of the show for months. Right after we got started, Chuck D started coming in. He remember he was getting ready to do one of his first appearances. He was getting ready to do like a 3 to 5 minute speech at a networking meeting, and we had heard about it, and he had just started coming into the show. And we're like, hey, this might be a great way for you to practice and prep for giving speeches and presentations at larger networking events. So Chuck posted that later on this week, he's going to be speaking at a networking event, and business is growing. Last week was his first fully booked week, and I'd like to say congratulations, Chuck. That is awesome. We're excited for you, dude. We love hearing about the journeys. Yeah. The journeys that our friends go on, the goods, the bads. A lot of times we talk about bad stuff, but it's even better, in my opinion, celebrate the great stuff. And that's outstanding. I actually saw the flyer for you and the other gentlemen that are going to be, I guess, host or the keynote speakers at that event. And I wanted to tell you, you're going to crush it. Have fun, be yourself, because that's what people love. They love you. You're a good dude. So keep kicking glass and have some fun, buddy.
Yeah, imagine the audience naked. That's the trick.
It can be, depending upon who's in the audience.
That's like an old timers thing. My computer isn't wearing any pants, so we're good.
Yeah, I'm going through this. Sorry, I'm scrolling through, and I'm trying to determine what's going on in between Craig and Jessica Battle. Yes, he is going to kill it. Squeegee Chick, he's going to do well. I don't know if this is an Adam asked, how did the aliens build the pyramids? I don't know if that's a question or a joke. Are we going to get a punchline? Is it both?
Yeah, how did they do it? There's no instruction manual, no IKEA insert to read.
No little wooden pegs to leverage.
No wetting the sand and rolling it across hard sand like concrete. I don't know. Things were different back then. They had scientists, people to think this stuff up. Nowadays we just stare at our phones. And
how are we going to pick up this 4,000-pound rock? This big old square.
What do you mean we? Get to work, guys.
Yeah, right.
That's not fun. That's not
our
good.
Homie Tyler too. Tyler says he got big old jobs stacked up through the next 2 weeks. That's a great thing to hear.
Yes.
I love hearing that stuff. We appreciate you too, Chuck D. Like I said, we're here to help, and we're here to hopefully keep you in a good mood and keep all of our friends pumping and trudging along. We get through those hard spots, and then we get those big times in our life where it's also fun to share these events with our friends. You know what I mean? Like it's maybe the people in your area don't get you. Maybe the other competitors don't understand. Maybe your family doesn't understand what it's like to be a window cleaner or run a small business. Well, that's why we're here for it. We're here.
You just clean windows. I mean, couldn't you?
How hard could it be?
Yeah. It's like, you never clean your windows? Oh, yeah, good point. That's how hard. That hard.
That hard. That hard.
Yeah, so I got 4 jobs in 2 days, 3 today, 1 tomorrow-ish. And spring is here. And that's good. It's like the juice is back. I got the juice, baby. So Google Maps, I'm getting more interactions on that, more calls, contact me's. I worked Saturday morning doing a gutter cleaning in my neighborhood. We had our neighborhood garage sale. And this is like the first time of only 2 times in like 10 years we didn't do it, because I think last year we took all of our baby clothes out. It was like, whatever we don't sell goes to Goodwill. Boom. Most of it did. So I got to pull a lot of stuff out of the attic last year. So it's amazing how clean my attic is kind of up there, because I sold all the shit at the last garage sale. So long story short, as I worked at the garage sale, put a yard sign in the yard and was dangling around on my ladder, scooping, gutters. I use a pink 5-gallon bucket for Eddie Stewart, and I've got a neon yellow 0 trad pole with the gutter gizmo pulling the leaves. So I had a lot of eyeballs on it. So like I said, I got two phone calls and a couple inquiries yesterday, just people probably seeing the truck. So very excited about that, and very cool, very nice. Spring is here. You got to market it. You got to work it, girl.
Work it, work it.
And the other thing too is I service two other customers in that cul-de-sac. Oh, Jason will be right back. But so it's nice. So I didn't need to do 5 rounds. The truck was loud. Had a lot of cones out so people wouldn't hit the truck. But if you've got a neighborhood garage sale, check out your neighborhood Facebook pages or keep your ear open at Nextdoor, because if you've got a neighborhood near you who's having a garage sale, say next Saturday, 2 Saturdays from now, 4 Saturdays from now, try to get somebody in that neighborhood on the schedule or get visible in that neighborhood working, because you're going to have people driving up and down trying to get that cheap deal on a toy box or something. But yeah, I did not piss off AI this morning, so that's why I'm still here. Jason will be back after these continued messages and all that. So I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. And speaking of gutter cleaning, does anybody else do the gutter cleaning? I mean, we've got ladders. All you need is a trash bag and a scooper. Anybody else? It's one of my favorite things, just because windows, you start here and end there, and then you're done because it's clean. And he's back. And he's muted. Your thing is muted. Yeah.
All right. So my remember how I told you how somebody takes over my laptop?
Yeah, cool. Ghost in the Machine style.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, everything started bouncing around. Started typing some stuff up, and
did you answer back? Did they say hello? My name is Eduardo?
I basically shut it down, and now I can't even find my start page.
Where's my Microsoft Word? God.
Yeah, it's a little hectic here, so I don't know what the hell just happened. I can't find my Google stuff or my mail or whatever.
Weird.
Yeah, it's how.
Craig Hensel wonders if he can build a ship that hovers like a crane so I can move multiple tins of large carved rock. Actually, never mind. Cordine does not like doing gutter cleaning. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2, says Levi. All right, got it. People walk roofs all the time, but Squeegee Chick has a gutter vac. And I wonder, how are the gutter vacs? Because every time every spring or whatever, I'm seeing gutter vac and winter gutter vacs for sale on these gutter pages. And so it's always like the Atom 1 or the Atom 2. It's never the beast that needs like that diesel generator to power it. Like, because if you get a really good gutter vac, you got to have like a 240 volt or something like that, 220. So you need a lot of power. So yeah, I want to squeegee check. How is the gutter vac? Gutters do stink. In fact, they make your hands stink and get your wet fingers. Yeah, I've got one of those little brushes for your fingers. You got to have one of them in your shower at all times if you're doing gutter cleaning. So just to highlight there. But yeah, so everything good on your end? You still seeing cursors and squiggles?
Yeah, I'm fiddle farting. I just restarted my computer. It's kind of funky. I don't know how the sound is for you on this. I apologize.
Sound is fine at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And thankfully the dogs aren't going ape shit yet, so that's good. Except for I see Bob chewing on something. Hold on a second. Bobby.
Bob, don't eat that. Don't eat it. Craig has the IPC gutter vac. Ask away. Okay. I have one thing I have here in Houston is a lot of is either live oaks, crepe myrtle berries, or pine needles. Those are basically all the leaves. You know, occasionally I'll get a maple tree, but highly unlikely. Magnolia, the fat leaves. I would love to get a gutter vac just because of just like the waterfed pole. I can get a 30-foot pole and suck the gutters from the ground, and it would make my life a lot easier. But I'm also super comfortable on the ladder and quote safe, so I don't mind going up and scooping. But oh yeah, smelly. Yeah, gutter hands back out. I'll check that out, and he's back. But yeah, gutter vacuums. Yeah, you do need a better than base model because it does have to suck pretty hard. So you're going 3 stories. You need, I guess, multiple engines, vacuums, complicated, what have you.
I'm at a loss for words right now.
We watch Jason's expressions as he navigates the computer.
Yeah.
What's going on?
old people trying to figure out why the Ghost in the Machine doesn't work. Sorry,
PC load letter. What does
I'll
that mean?
focus more on
No, it's fine. We're
more on
enjoying
the
it.
show.
I was gonna figure out because you got to re-download Windows or something.
Dude,
I got you.
I don't have my Google Mail up. I don't have my any of my stuff. There's 5 icons on the screen now.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
which
very
is
strange.
yeah.
I was my, my father-in-law's company was hijacked back in 2014, 15, 16 or something, where they put they locked his computer down and said, "Pay us 1 Bitcoin." It was like $5,000 or $400 or
Yeah.
however much. But they locked it down ransomware. Like it was real popular that summer, and we ended up saying "beep you" and just had a backup somewhere else. So yeah, backup your files or
Yeah,
anything.
I'm probably gonna end up. I told Marisa about this a couple weeks ago, and she's like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
can scan it and get rid of stuff." I'm probably gonna end up needing to get a new laptop or a new fucking device. I don't know, but this is very unnerving.
intrusive. Yeah, that's like I don't want to use the word, but it's like you're taken advantage of.
Yeah, and I don't even know how, like, where all the others, the rest of my stuff is. Like, it's very
Weird.
weird.
So yeah, anybody else run into this? Having your computer randomly hijacked by somebody from the Philippines or somewhere? Because that
Somewhere,
sucks. Yeah, somewhere. Sounds like a virus. I don't know. It sounds like a virus.
sure does.
Wow. Yes, it
Well,
does.
like I said, I can see somebody like they'll come on the screen and they'll click on my thing, and then all of a sudden, all like buttons are just like or letters are just filling the search bar, and then shit's opening, and
Oh wow. Fun
yeah,
to watch, but not if it's yours.
nope,
You know. Nope. But yeah,
little
good
stressful.
luck. Good luck to you on that one. Good luck. I hope. I
Yeah.
use an Apple computer, so hopefully they can crack that bad boy.
Well,
Go get.
now I found my. Let's see, my that's not it.
We should bring on Eddie Stewart, and he can try and walk you through it and see if we can get that happening.
That's funny.
You got to click this one. No, virus removal. So yeah, we remove streaks on Windows and viruses from your computer.
Hey, so before all that stuff started happening, I punched in my email address into the chat browser,
Chat.
into our chat.
Yeah.
And the reason I punched in my website address is because my website got redone. So I was hoping that everybody would go on, take a peek at it. Streakfreeaz.com, streakfreeaz.com. Our buddy John in WCR Marketing put that together for me last week. It was funny because I didn't even know it was live. I punched in my email or pardon me, my website address. And that's exactly how it went. Actually, it went like this because I don't use my laptop for anything other than these shows. I use
Interesting.
I use my phone for everything. So I sent over streakfreeaz.com to one of the clients to look me up, and then I realized, hey, that's something different. The little pop-up box, and sure enough, my website has been redesigned and redone. John was on Wednesday and he was talking about how the sites don't look the same. What he did was when he builds sites, they don't look the same, is what I'm trying to get at.
Different
Um,
templates for everybody.
correct.
Not the same.
So
No size fits all.
he basically used a lot of my same template, um, made it look better, more precise, added a bunch of photos for me, more current photos. The last time my page had been updated was January of 2024.
Goodness.
Yeah. And then before that, I think it was 2 years or 18 months before that. So my site hadn't had an update, hadn't been touched in, basically since it had been built. So I'm really excited to see the direction this takes the business. If it starts helping the phone ring a little bit, what that enables me to do as well is start sharing my website some more. When I'm throwing out bids or when I'm throwing out estimates or just when I'm advertising in general, I need to make sure that I'm throwing that website out there to draw more traffic. So
I
I'm
saw on
excited
your
about
website
that.
you've got some Google referral links like to your reviews. Your 5-star reviews are on the middle of your page. So having that connected to Google and stuff will also help because Google knows that you're a legit biz and will start directing phone calls and shit your way. So that'll help.
For sure. Another thing that I was really excited about was I have some videos on there now too. So I had almost a 2 minute long infomercial on there already. He continued to use that, but then he also added a couple of my TikTok videos on there, which is fun because I do enjoy listening to the music and the visuals that I put together. So it kind of helps show a little bit of my creative side. It was funny though when we were going through the development phase. One of the songs that, or one of the clips that it picked out of my TikTok was a Too Short TikTok song.
Too short.
Yeah, so I had to change that because it was not language appropriate nor yeah, it was hardcore.
Not safe for work.
Yeah, NSFW. So yeah, we he got that fixed for me, made it all better. I'm really excited to see
There's
it.
a guy who does Nextdoor videos like once every couple of weeks for his pressure washing business on Nextdoor. And one of his videos he had was him cleaning a driveway, and it was a not safe for work hard gangster rap song. And I was like, I just kind of smiled like, yeah, it's not going to work for you, buddy. I'm sorry, but he's going for it. So always edit, what you're going to put out to the public. I mean, Instagram, TikTok, that shit's cool, but if you're going to copy and paste it for your customers, use a safe.
Yeah, it was. I think it opens up with, and we're free with our language here. I try not to be too vulgar.
Don't say poop. Don't say poop.
No. But it was like, so you motherfuckers thought I was going to change my style. So what are you saying, Todd? To all you bitches, hoes, and all that shit. It was the beginning of a Too Short song, and I was like, yeah, I can't have that being one of the first videos on the website. So yeah, I can
your door, and then we'll clean your floor and your windows. Yeah.
No floors for me, just windows.
Not yet. That's janitorial service. We're not all janitorial. We're only, I clean gutters. So
I identify as a window cleaner.
That's right. It's 2026. Can be whatever I want. But yeah, definitely a good idea to get John to get you that website built. It will drive traffic. It'll help. You're working on blogs. Good stuff. Because, your content on Google will flush over too. So as you get reviews, it'll connect to your site and help build it. And it's all about the crawl, feeding the beast. You got to feed your website like a plant, and then let it grow.
Let it grow. Let it grow.
Yes, or you could be frozen, like your computer.
Hey, so why do you not give Elsa a balloon?
Because she's frozen, yo.
No, because she'll let it go.
She will let it go. I had that happen once. I had a 3-year-old birthday party, and one of the blue balloons flip-flopped out of my car door and went wee. I almost had it, but it was gone, so I had to go back and get another one.
Aw.
Those are the days. It's back when helium was $1.99. I don't know what helium is.
Nor do I.
No.
Nor do I.
It's a precious resource.
Yeah. Hey, did you notice any sales that got going on this week with WCR Zero or anything?
I think Zero is giving away a free screen cleaner if you buy a package. And I think the packages might be discounted. But if they're not, a free screen cleaner is the way to be now. So that's what I would check out.
Yeah, it's like a $350 savings or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I always attach to my estimates screen cleaning 1 times 4 per screen. So one screen is $4 to remove, clean, or reinstall. Because somebody who's like, well, I just want them taken off. It's like, all right, well, then I can change the $4 screen to $2 screen because I still got to go up, climb, pull it, all that fun stuff. So screen cleaner is good because it'll make light work of hard work or just busy work. And you can knock down 10 screens in 10 minutes or less. Or not 10 minutes, but, 20 seconds aside. Boom, you're done. $4 a screen, 20 screens is $80 to your ticket. That's where it's at. So screen cleaner guys, get one because you'll love it. Some guys have it and never use it, and that's just strange, but their market may not have screens as much, just empty cells filled with dirt and no screens.
See, I have one. I people are very particular about their screens, and lately everybody is extremely cost effective. They're trying to be cost effective. They
Sure.
don't want to spend any more money. And I'd say 75 to 85% of the homes that I do have screens. Um, yeah, and anywhere between 20, like you said, to 50. And a lot of people aren't going to spend $200 on screen cleaning. I just gave a bid for a house last week for a real of mine. She's a great client. Um, she had 60 pieces, and like almost 50 of those were screens,
Hmm.
and some of them were massive ass screens. And I try to give her a good deal on it. 160 for all of them, and that's barely even $3 a screen. And it was still too much. And it's just like, it's just, it is what it is.
I, I did the math last week doing screens on a house, and it took me like 35 minutes to get the screens off, get them situated, get them started to wash. And it was still 35 minutes. And I'm like, that's why I have to charge, because 35 minutes or 45 minutes at 100 an hour, or 65 an hour in between that takes a big chunk out of the rest of your ticket if you spend a lot of it walking around to pull screens off and then put them back on.
Well, and I
So that's why
explained that. I explained that from the jump. Hey, look, removing and taking off and cleaning screens takes longer than it actually does to clean your windows.
yeah,
Especially if they are screwed in or drilled in, or you have to remove certain nuts to get off the one side. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's the case for the majority of the screens out here. It's not all just pop out screens. They're typically flip tabs and or screwed in.
sure.
So it requires a lot of extra work. So it
Yeah,
is what
and
it is.
that's as far as I'm concerned. I'm never shy or whatever about my window cleaning, because I'll price a window cleaning kind of cheapish, 189, 219 if it's like a water fed pole, easy in and out. But I hold by the screens, because I've had, as you know, like one house with 6 screens, some of them have 0 screens, some of them have 50 screens. So if I do a sight unseen window clean, or even if I do, I just got to add it in, because you will get burned. You get 20 screens, you didn't add it, then you either have to ask the customer. That yeah, they're a time killer. And as you said, you could pull up to a house with no screens, and you're done cleaning the whole house traditionally before the last screen has been pulled out and not even washed yet. So it's a time suck. But getting a screen cleaner from zero will take a short time of that, and it looks great, does a great job. Unless you're trying to fit through 5 foot by 3 foot solar screens,
Yeah.
then sometimes that's a little tricky, because you get a weird clean.
I'm still I'm
That's what.
still I'm still thrown off by this whole fucking laptop thing.
Yeah.
So we got Julian's, we got the other family car moving. We got the kid another whip, or the family another whip. Picked up a 2006 Acura RL. So some days he'll be taking my truck to school. Some days he'll be taking the Acura to school. So got some more family stuff to take care of too today. Taking truck or cars to the shop and a bunch of stuff. But we're almost all situated on that too. So a lot of things got taken care of this weekend. Yeah, man. We celebrated Greek Easter this weekend too. I don't know if anybody else celebrated. We call it Greaster.
I'd say Greekster, but Greekster sounds fine.
Greaster. We did. We celebrated a little Greaster yesterday. Bunch
Did
of
you
good
watch
food.
Grease with John
I
Travolta? And
We did not. We did
'cause that
not.
sounds like a Greekster type thing.
I actually had to come home early because Evie wasn't feeling well. So that was kind of a drag, but
Loving, had you drag. Yeah, I love that movie from back in the day. I saw it millions of times as a child, and then never again. Probably for good reason.
well, maybe it's time for you to break it out for your daughter and the kids.
Olivia Newton-John. Here you go, kids. Enjoy it. But no, good stuff. Yeah, hopefully your Greaster went well. Everyone got their Greek eggs. Did you have any pita pockets or any kind of Greek food?
No, we did a we
day?
did they did a brisket. They brought some food home for me. I actually, like I
Nice.
said, I left before the food was even served. I did, however, get a ton of grub off the charcuterie board, so that was always lovely.
What if it's a Shakira board and it's like shaped like Shakira, shaking her
Those
hips?
those hips don't lie, baby. Those hips
Yeah,
don't lie.
yeah. All you need is cut out a piece of wood shaped in the shape of Shakira, and then like, bam, you got a Shakira board. Somebody will come out with that. Put that on Temu or Amazon.
That'd be
Shakira
hilarious.
charcuterie. Yeah, she gets $1 for every one sold.
Well, that's one way to make some cash, right?
Shake your hips, Shakira, and sell those cheese and hard salamis. But
So you said you got 3 jobs today?
three. I had one yesterday, but it was really hairy at around 1 o'clock. The wind was 17 miles an hour, and I don't do gutter cleaning in higher than like 10 miles an hour wind. And then you had the gray clouds. It was really bad, the wind whipping. So I called the customer, said, hey, I can do it today, but if I get there and it starts raining or blowing hard and I got to pack up, it's really going to suck because it's 20-minute drive. Or I can come out tomorrow mid-afternoon or mid-morning. So this morning I already had a driveway cleaning on the books. So I packed up this lady after this. So I'm going to go north, do a driveway cleaning, come back, drop off the trailer, pick up the ladders, go south, clean these gutters. I was supposed to do yesterday. There's a window cleaning close by, but I'm packing a lot of stuff in today. So I'm moving that to Wednesday or so. And then I got a call yesterday during that storm, or not a call, but a contact us form. So I sold a third gutter cleaning that I'm going to do this morning. So after I do the driveway, another gutter, then I'm doing a third job today. So just working. I don't know if you caught all that, but it's going to be a busy day. A lot of gutter work, a lot of flights climbed. I'll check my Apple Watch. Usually I do like 19 flights of stairs when I do gutter
Can you
days.
hear me?
I can hear you. And 4, checking the mic. Check, testing, 1, 2, testing. In a world with one microphone, one man, one virus, one computer, gone. Yep. And remember, folks, never ever trust a man who tells you that shampoo will help get rid of whatever it likes. All right. Painted eggs, lamb chops. Ooh, those are nice. He's back. Whoop. We got a third goo. What you gonna do? There he is. Boom. Testing. 1, 2. Testing. Sideways. Testing the mic. Check.
Can you hear me, Deeds?
Yes.
See, but I can't hear you. This is the weirdest.
You got a
I
microphone.
got an unsolicited phone call, like it's fucking 6:13 in the morning, and I'm getting sales calls. This is bullshit.
Enter the 10-digit number into your computer laptop. It's a 10-digit number. Just enter that number. Let me control your laptop from here, please. I'm in Chicago. Watch out for those unsolicited phone calls when your computer's making a poop, bro. And yeah, he's back. He's gone. So yeah, more gutters. Thank God I ordered my bags from Amazon. I order Amazon trash bags. I was down to 2 bags this weekend, and luckily they overnighted them. Amazon is really good for that. So if you need a last minute, just like a trash bags, something like that, they can overnight it. I'm in a great market, which is Houston. So there are 2 other Amazon warehouses are within like 15 miles. So there's a really good chance at all times I can get stuff sent the same day.
All right.
He's back.
Whatever. Yeah, 6:13 a.m. and I'm getting Google Business Search, bro. Like, what the?
Yeah. We ought to help you with the search part. No, get out of here.
No, it's not even. I keep getting phone calls. Hi, this is Annabelle from Google Search. You're never going to believe what I saw on your Google Business page.
It's because you just recently had John Trotta have your Google account linked to your website to share it. So like auto mailers went off to different sides of the web, and
Well, I got at least 14 calls a day last week, and then like I said, 6:13. It's already starting. Do they not look and see what time it is where they're calling? Guess
no,
not.
Don't. The robots do. They don't care. They don't sleep.
He said they're robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's going on in the chat? I can't see anything. Anything good?
That's what we got. Groovy Greeks. There we go. Greg Hensel throwing down a link to Groovy Greeks. Chuck D has a busy day. He's got to run. Have a great day, Chuck. And Cordine, let's painted eggs and cook lamb chops. That sounds where it's at right there.
Yeah, we had the brisket last night too. We didn't have any lamb. We did have some brisket, some great dessert. We had some chicken, some other things too. So, Kodrine, happy Greek Easter to you as well. I know you were celebrating yesterday. My mother in law's boyfriend, Jimmy, got inducted into the Greek Sports Hall of Fame. He was a great basketball player.
Opa.
Opa, he was a great basketball player in high school in Illinois and Chicago. So good old Bals, Jimmy Balaban, into the Greek Sports Hall of Fame. Way to go, Bals.
Way to go.
Way to go. I don't
My
think I
big
can.
fat Greek in-law who could play basketball.
Yep, he gets down, or at least he used to. Now he's 70 years old, so not so
His
much
knees are
anymore.
like not so much anymore. No,
Yeah,
ain't gonna
he
do
can
it.
probably still shoot the rock. Shooter's always going to shoot. They don't lose that. They don't lose that. So.
Do if they're cross-eyed.
Well, listen, let's go ahead and wrap up a little early today. I got some stuff I got to take care of. I got to figure out this damn computer. The mosquitoes are tearing me up already. I don't know what the deal is. So I'll go ahead and give some shout outs and get this party started if that's all right.
Shout it out loud.
Shout it, shout it, shout it out loud.
Loud.
I know Eddie Stewart hates Kiss, but I don't think he's in today, so it's all right.
Here's what
Uh,
Jews get rock.
I want to say good morning to everybody. I want to say thank you all for popping in today and making this Monday a wonderful way to start our weeks together. I'd like to say thank you to WCR Zero and Sorbo for being sponsors of the show and for letting us to World happy Monday and to World for allowing us to post into Pro. There we go. Got it out. I'd like to thank our families and our wives for supporting us. And yeah, to all of the men and women who pop in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 Eastern to support the Goo and Deeds podcast. If you have yet not purchased your Goo and Deeds podcast caps, go and get them. I think Deeds maybe be able to post a link into the thread. He's got one there on his head. Mine's hanging on the hat rack. I haven't really showered and got ready for the day yet, but yeah. Thanks to all you guys for supporting us, WCR Marketing as well. John Trotter for getting my page up and didn't even tell me it was live. Go check out streakfreeaz.com. That'd be pretty awesome. I'd love to get your feedback. Tell me what you guys think. And a special shout out to Deeds. Thank you for doing everything that you do, buddy. I'm really happy that we're 100 and almost 70 episodes in. We're still plugging along. I know, right? We're still plugging along. We haven't killed each other yet either. We get along well, and I'm so glad that you're my buddy. So I want to say thank you. Yeah, man, and
Thank you.
thanks to the families.
Yeah, this is the Green Tom Show. It's not the Tom Green Show.
This
It's my
is the
favorite show.
Green Tom Show.
Yeah, I love that one. That or it's my show. It's Andy Milanakis. Good stuff from the '90s. Remember those days? Actually, maybe 2000s. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Happy Monday. Make it a great Monday. I got 3 jobs today, so that kind of sucks for my body, but it's good for Kylie and everybody. So that's a win. Spring is here. Answer your phones. Hang up on the losers who are trying to sell
Google
you.
Business.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ann, and I can offer you what we can't find. Click. Get out of here. Get. But you do kind of have to answer them all because I was reading something that Google My Business is going to start doing animatronic phone calls and stuff to try to catch you and see if you're open. So if you operate from the hours from 5 to 7, make sure to answer your phone, even if it's a scam crap call, and just to at least hang up because it wants to know that your line is alive and you're a business. So little word of wisdom there, answer the calls. But if you can screen them too, I mean, I've got an Apple, so you're able to hit the button, delete, report, and like stop the spam.
Yeah, my shit does that actually. It kicks it on and tells them that they need to record a voice just to get to me. They need to tell me who their name is and who they're calling from, just, why they're calling. So that, gets rid of the majority of them. But yeah,
Yes,
so
it's smart. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you, Chris and Alex, WCR, Sorbo Zero. Thank you for all you guys do, Chris and Alex, and the sales guys at Zero and WCR. Jersey and Josh and all them. Thank you. Thank you, Craig, for everything he's doing this week and this month, and Grace. Thank you to the guys at the Nation for all they do. Thank you guys. Make it a good day. I'm going to sign off. I'm not going to upload this video till later today, till I get back in the saddle, because I'm going to be running.
Running and gunning, baby. I hope
Boom, boom,
everybody
boom, boom,
has a
boom.
great week, and I hope their passion buckets are full by the time the week ends. Deej, you got something you always tell them?
Change your resin. It's the spring. Your resin is full. You're getting 11 or 15 parts per million. Change it out.
Mine should get here today. Maybe I'll do a video on changing resin or smoking resin.
Change
I
it.
don't know.
It's not
Change
hard.
it.
Yeah, you can do one of each, just not the other resin, because that stuff's toxic. But have a great
Okay.
day, everybody. Be safe.
Love you
Love you
guys.
guys.
Peace out.
Bye-bye. Boink.